What's up, my folks? How is everyone doing today? Hope y'all are doing well. Everybody's getting along well. Let's talk a little bit about getting back to reality here with these dogs. You know, there's a difference in just breeding dogs for, breeding them up by the paperwork or whatever and putting together good working hunting dogs. There is a difference, okay? There's some I get a lot of this mouth, is mouth important, mouth's not important. Well, let's talk about mouth, roughness, driving, those hard bulldoggy type dogs, okay? Let's talk about them one hit wonder kind of dogs. I'm talking about the kind of dogs that when they bite a hog when they get a good hold on a hog one time, he's going to stop that hog or kill him. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of mouth I'm talking about. When I say you need mouth, I mean you need mouth. I mean, it is very important. It's very important. If you're going to put your dogs in the woods, it's important that they can bite. Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't know where people hunting at, but around everywhere I've hunted, if the dog couldn't bite, he wasn't worth shit. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying there's not good dogs that don't have mouth. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm breeding the harder mouth dogs. I'm gonna, if there's two dogs there and they're both what I like, style wise, game wise, the way they're bred wise, I'm gonna breed to the hardest biting one. Unless I know for a fact the other one can produce real good, then of course I'm gonna go with the old faithful. But if it's two young dogs that I'm gonna start the program with, I'm breeding for the harder mouth stuff every time, because you can't sacrifice mouth for gameness. You're just wasting your fucking time doing that. And you can't think gameness is all you need either. And smarts and ability and all. You need durability. You need gameness first, above all. I've already had, people have asked me before what I mean by I've had dogs that I knew wasn't game, but they're usable dogs. What I mean is those dogs were so rough and so hard mouthed and so fast and so durable that they were very huntable type dogs. You could hunt them, and you could hunt them for several seasons a lot of times. But gameness always comes out in the wash, okay? When you start getting into hunting in better hunting camps, and you start hunting where people have, the hogs have been on many dogs and are well versed and know how to defend themselves against a dog, you better have gameness as well. They better be game as well. Like I said, the dogs I had that I speak of, they had a clock up their ass. Now, they weren't no plugs. I mean, I've had some of them hunt an hour and a half. You know what I mean? I've heard tales of the same strain of the dogs I had, some of them hunting 2 hours, which is fairly deep water. But as a whole, what I noticed on them when I say that is if I hadn't caught the pig or caught up with a pig, by the time an hour and 15 minutes, usually my dogs would give up the chase back then. The strain I was using, the Paladin strain, would give up the chase. It wasn't that the hog just whooped their ass and scared them back to the truck or nothing like that. It was usually my dogs, I knew they would. They would do stupid shit and spit it out. And as time evolved, everyone talks about, the days are better, the dogs have evolved. What I have seen is, as time evolved, those times have went from an hour and a half to be what we'd call a hard mouth cur to fucking 20 minutes is what they call a hard mouth cur now. That's a fucking real cur, 20-minute cur. You know what I'm saying? But as the time has come, we would see dogs that if that fucker wasn't deep game, you never bred him unless you knew he was deep game. If you could see it. Now, some people have the eye. I like to think that I can look at a dog and tell if he's a deep game dog. And if you know for yourself, hey, these motherfuckers a Texas tornado, he's so bad, blah, 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 but I just don't see it. I just don't see him being game. You can tell, like when you're working him through his keep, before you hunt him, you can tell the way he acts. Like when he gets tired, that motherfucker start looking around and shit. You know in your mind. Don't lie to yourselves and these dogs, guys. Do not fucking do it. Don't listen on all the hype, all the bullshit, and all the blah, blah, blah. That's promotion. I'm just telling you facts on these dogs. Do look at what you see, and that's what you get, okay? All right, and then another thing is that the old-time blood don't is not as good as the new blood. Man, that's a pipe dream that smoked me and blowed up your asses. Okay? That is the biggest bullshit. Now, some of the old blood is a little more straightforward, not as fancy dancy, stuff like that. But I know purists and I know old timers that say some of them dogs that are so fancy dancy and they just scared. They just staying out of the way of the hog. They don't want to get up there and get in the hucklebuck. You know what I'm saying? I know people that think like that too, which I don't feel like that. I think a dog's just talented and smart. It's one thing, but I know people that do not like that style. You know what I mean? The question has been a lot about like the old family red dogs. I've had a lot of emails about those. If I've ever mixed it with Turtle Buster blood, myself personally, no, I have not. But this dog here is a dog that's come down off the Buster and Velvet stuff, and this bitch is danger, danger. Okay, this is a brutal, brutal dog. They say I've never seen her hunt myself, but the boys that got her, I trust very, very much. They're in the thick of the Central Florida area, and they say this bitch right here was brutal in her day. Well, they bred it back to very good old family dogs. Now these are not the fucking, these dogs have been hunted through the generations religiously. These dogs come from Mike down there and had the voodoo stuff. It's the dogs I'm talking about. Them red-nosed dogs, them old family dogs. He's had them dogs a long time, and he knows what the fuck he's doing with a bulldog. There's no disputing that. And he knows what a bulldog is, above all. Now, they did cross the Buster stuff back in that, and they're getting real, real serious, really, really bad bulldogs. Real bad when I say bad. Now, they said this one here eat your human's ass up if she don't know you, though. And that's the thing, though. A lot of that old blood will get your ass. They're not timid to people like some of these newer strains. Like I noticed some of the newer stuff, they'll squat down and pee when you walk up to them. Shit, some of them old bloods, you better go up to them talking nice with your hat in your hand. Them dogs are fucking got balls now, and they ain't scared of a human like that. They know they're bad, is what I'm saying. See, them dogs, certain dogs know they're fucking bad. You know what I mean? And, but, a lot of times when you make them real old bloods and you hit them old bloods together, you get an explosion. That's what makes all the shit everyone's trying to breed together now, is the old stuff. I mean, come on, to even think that the old blood is not even in the same category. That is the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. If it was that way, I wouldn't be going looking for the oldest shit of my shit to go with. Come on. I'd just be buying the flavor of the month. That ain't where it's at. That's all I'm saying about it, and that's how I feel about it. I truly believe that the old dogs of the old blood is just as good, just as if they have been kept bred properly. Okay, if they've been bred properly and through a strict program, those dogs are a lot of times deeper game, harder, rougher, more durable than a lot of the new shit. Okay, I'm just straight up fucking telling you the truth. I mean, I've done seen enough of them. You run into something like coming off the old mountain man's yard back there, them old Homer dogs that he has kept for years and bred up. Them bitches was the truth. That was old blood, You run into some of them old family dogs that somebody's had in their backyard for 4 or 5 damn generations of their family. Them dogs are the truth. You hit you into something like this little brick shit house bitch here that's a fucking hell of an old blood cross. Them dogs are bad. And don't let no one tell you a damn bit of difference, because it's a lie. Okay? It's a lie. I mean, everyone talks about this and that, the best blood, the best this. There ain't no fucking such a thing. Like people, I'm just going to say, I'm not picking on any bloodline here, but, the Mayday shit's real popular. The Awesome Buck stuff and all that's real popular. I know many people that won't even touch that shit. They don't want nothing to do with it. I mean, and then I know people that don't want nothing to do with Boyle's dogs. I know people that don't want nothing to do with Turtle Buster dogs. Everyone's got their preference. But let me explain it like this. For every bloodline that there's been a bloodline bad-mouthed and ruined. Okay, they've been ruined. But in every bloodline, there's a strain or two that has been kept and done right and bred properly that is as good and high class of bulldogs as there ever will be. In just about every fucking bloodline, there's a strand. Somebody's got a strand of that shit hitting hard. I talk to enough people, I know enough dog people around the country and around the world to know this to be true. Okay? I mean, so don't get caught up in you got to have. Dogmen are very, very fickle. Think of like the Roman Colosseum days. You know what I mean? How fickle people were. They are right now, today, gone tomorrow, and shit. Today, if somebody they're talking to likes this, they want to have it. If somebody they talk to says that sucks, then it sucks to them. They don't use their own eyes. Okay, that's just all there is to it. You got to live in a real fucking world. In the real world, you need the total package bulldog. It don't matter what his paper says, what color he is. None of that shit matters, or even who owns him. Even who owns him or who bred him. None of that matters if it's the truth. And that is the truth. So, and I'm going to go ahead and close out with this real quick, guys. And I want you young guys to listen, and some of you guys that's, because I've had people call and ask me. I had a guy actually yesterday. That's why I'm putting this in here. He said he almost didn't call me because there's people, I guess some fucking assholes, have gone around saying that I'm a racist or don't like black people. That's what they're saying. Look, I'm not going to argue with people about that. My folks that know me know better. My friends have been friends. They know that's the fucking bullshit. They don't even want to entertain it. I'm not really going to entertain it. But if you need to ask me something or you think I can help you with something, don't let their bullshit sway you. You call me or you email me and I'll get back with you. Don't fucking listen to that bullshit. Okay? That's what this whole world is now. It's trying to divide everybody and shit. None of that concerns me. I assure you of that. I hang out with dogmen. Dogmen don't want to be coddled because they're skin color. They don't want me to treat them any different because they're a different color than me. I don't want them to treat me any different because I'm a different color than some of them. You see what I'm saying? It ain't how real men don't act that way. That's some little childish bullshit that people do. I mean, I'm living in the real world, and if you need my help or you think I can help you, you call me. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't care what religion you are. None of that. None of that shit matters to me. I don't really give a fuck. Just if you think I need my help, you call me. So I don't want anyone feeling like that because the boy said he almost didn't call me. And he really needed to talk to me about something. And it was important he talked to me. I'm glad he did pick up that phone. So anyway, guys, y'all take care. And y'all don't let the bullshit get in your way. And y'all just keep on moving forward and keep on bulldogging.